Yo guys, what's going on? It's Ryuga here with another killer guide. As you guys know, Chapter 16 just came out and we got hit with our boy Pyramidhead. And most of you guys who have been chilling with me for a while know that I like to release a guide whenever the killer comes out. We did have a bit of experience playing him on the PTB and it looks like nothing changed when he came to live servers. So I'm pretty confident in my ability and just in general how to play him. So what we're going to cover we're going to cover his power, what I think is a pretty optimal build, as well as his best add-ons. And then I'm going to give you a few little tricks and tips in terms of like looping, when to use his cages, all that jazz. And then I'm going to do a match for you guys to watch and kind of take in how to play him. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. That's what I'm here for, to help you guys learn pretty much the basics on how to play your boy Triangle Man. So, let's talk about his power. His power is Rites of Judgment. What Rites of Judgment does is when you hold your power button, you can carve these trenches into the ground that last, I don't know how long. Interact, I'm sure, is going to release a video and a spreadsheet with like all the numbers. But these last on the ground for like quite a while. Maybe it's 90 seconds or so. It's a long time. If a survivor walks over these or runs, they will become afflicted with torment. If they crouch over them, they won't get torment. But when they get afflicted, what this does is it'll show a killer instinct of where they are when they get afflicted. And then you'll see the UI show them afflicted by it as well. They also leave a little trail of thorns that kind of follows them around. Thorns are barbed wire. And it gives them a visual effect on their screen. Other than that, the torment doesn't do anything else other than when you down them. We'll get into that in just a little bit. He also has an attack called Punishment of the Damned. This is a ranged attack that can go through walls. All you have to do this is be in your Rites of Judgment stance and then hold the attack button and you perform a straight lined attack that pretty much goes through walls, pallets, all that jazz. It can hit multiple people at the same time, and then it hits multiple people if you hit more than one person with it. And that's pretty much all you need to know about it. You can hit multiple people with it, but the best part about this power is that it goes through objects. And how this works is when you are using it, you can't really move left or right. You have very limited movement. However, you can use this ability to cut off survivor pathing and animation lock them into getting a hit. And either they throw a pallet and get hit, or they don't throw the pallet and you cancel your power and M1 them. Other than that, a survivor that has torment, when you down them, you can use your ability on their body to send them to a cage of atonement. This is exactly the same as a hook, except it's a cage. And it sends them as far away to the other side of the map as possible, pretty much. And it functions the exact same way as a hook. When they are stage 2 in the cage, they get skill checks. And when they are going to die on hook and they have torment, you can use Final Judgment, which is a mini Mori that instantly kills them. It saves you a lot of time. However, using this cage all the time is not always optimal. And we'll get into that a little more. So that's pretty much the gist of his power. You leave trenches. If a survivor walks over them or runs, they get Killer Instinct revealed. They also get Torment. If you down them, you can send them to cages. And if they're dead on hook, you can instantly kill them as long as they have Torment. You also can hit people through walls with a ranged attack. You know, hearing that come from me, you can visualize that in a lot of ways. So let's go ahead and show you guys what exactly the power does. Alright, so like I said, you hold M2 and you could drag a trench along the ground for as long as your power bar is full. Survivors may crouch over this to avoid getting torment. However, if they run over it, they become tormented, and you can also see it in the UI, and they're also revealed by Killer Instinct. When they walk over these trenches, it disappears wherever they walk or ran over. Now, when a survivor is downed, you can send them to a cage of atonement. This sends them almost always to the other side of the map, and you can see it right there in the clip that they spawned all the way over there. Now, there is something to note about torment that might be useful later on. If a survivor saves another survivor from a cage, they lose their torment. Keep this in mind when you're caging survivors pretty frequently, because if you want people to have torment, you don't want to keep caging people, because what that will result in is that people that have torment will get the saves in cages, and this will drastically reduce the amount of torment you have going around. Therefore, when you really need your torment, you're not going to have the person afflicted by it, and you're not going to be able to use your cages. Now let's go ahead and show you what his punishment of the damned does. Like I said, it goes in a straight line all the way through the survivors, and it can hit multiple survivors, and it also can go through objects just like that. Like I said before, if a survivor is dead on hook, you can use Final Judgment on them to kill them instantly, saving you a lot of time. When you are in a Cage of Atonement as survivor, in Stage 2, you have skill checks. These skill checks do nothing as long as you hit them. However, if you do manage to miss a skill check, you will lose progress on your health state and slowly die. Alright, so to use his power while you're looping, what you want to do is as you approach a pallet, you want to hold your Rites of Judgment. How you're going to use this is that if a survivor throws the pallet, they will be animation locked and you can hit them with your Rites of, or Punishment of the Damned. However, if they run through the pallet, you instantly cancel your power and you can M1 them. This works in almost every single loop. They are locked and they pretty much just can't even use the pallet. He is very strong with his anti-loop, and you can keep doing this over and over and over. There is no punishment for canceling your power repeatedly. You can do this to block very strong vaults and everything of the such. Alright, so now that we got that stuff out of the way, what we're going to do is talk about what I believe to be one of his most optimal builds. He has a lot of different builds you can use, but this is what I found to be the best, as well as the best add-ons. And then, after we talk about that, we're going to go ahead and go into a game so I can show you him in action. So, the best way to use his power are in situations where you would slug. And I'm talking about his cages. So, the best perks would be ones that, leave people injured and give you the ability to locate survivors fast. That way, you can use your cage when you down somebody else and then continue chasing that other person. So, to do this, the perks that we're going to be using Infectious Fright. When I down somebody, anybody that's in my tear radius screams and reveals the location for 6 seconds. That way, if I down somebody and I hear somebody scream, I know that the person that I put in the dying state, I can go cage them and immediately chase somebody else without losing time. Because if I don't know where somebody is and I cage somebody, there's almost no point to doing so. Corrupt Intervention blocks 3 generators located furthest from me for 2 minutes. This is good for getting pressure in the game before they can pop any gens. Sloppy Butcher is good because what it does is it slows down healing because it gives them the mangled effect. This helps you pressure the map because if you go from survivor to survivor giving them Sloppy Butcher, they're going to be spending a lot of time healing. And then we're going to be using Monitor and Abuse. What this does is it reduces my tear radius by 8 meters when I'm not in a chase, but when I'm in a chase it increases it by 8 meters. Also, this Monitor and Abuse paired with Infectious Fright makes my tear radius a lot larger. Therefore, I get more value from Infectious Fright, and I can get more value from the Cages of Atonement, and just my ability overall. And now, the add-ons, I think that the time that you can perform the Rites of Judgment is the best way to use his power. So what we're going to do is we're going to stack these, because the longer you can hold it down means the longer you can hold it in a loop, the easier you could counter the pallets, all that jazz. And this is easier said. So what I'm going to do is we're going to join a game and I'm going to show you how to play him in a match. Pretty much everything you need to know while you're playing him. So let's go ahead and get into it. I will see you guys in the match. Alright, so we got Father Campbell's Chapel. Now what I like to do is trap very common loops as I just kind of run around. That way, if a survivor just happens to run by, then they get tormented. So our Corrupt Intervention is blocking a lot of the gens, which is good for us. We know, based on our killer knowledge, that they spawned over here more than likely. So that's where we're going to look for them. Yep, there we go. We have a scratch mark. I assume they're going to be on the other side of this hill. And there they are. That gen is still corrupted, which means nobody's going to get any kind of progress at all. I'm going to try to mind game him like that. Yep, there we go. Now we're going to try and spread Sloppy Butcher, if we can. I don't know if there's another one, because everybody's running the same skin. It's pretty annoying, but we do what we can do. He might get Torment if he runs over there. Balance. Cool, cool. He's going to vault. Oh, there's no vault. That's weird. Now we queue it up. She vaulted, so we hit her. Anytime you're about to get looped, just hold your power. And then if they don't throw the pallet, just let go of it and walk through the loop. And now we have Infectious Fright. We know people are nearby, so we cage them. And we continue chasing. I was too late to queue that up. I missed that one. We're going to leave him, and we're going to go elsewhere. The only way to truly win at that loop is to find them when they're not exactly humping it. So they're not going to be in a prime position. I should have paid attention to where the guy got caged, and we found this one. We're going to queue it up to make sure they can't vault again. And then we hit them. They insta through the pallet. And kept going. That's fine. They also got Torment, so if we need to slug them, now we can. Right now, we don't need to use our power. She's going to vault, so we double back. And I think we down her right here. Cool. Well, except for that. She doesn't make that vault. For sure. Now we see a flat slide right there, so it doesn't matter. We can just send this guy to cage. Oh, that wasn't the play. Yeah, I think he knows he fucked up. We can't send this... What are you doing? Go away! Alright. This guy we can definitely put on a hook, though. Nice, nice. Well, yeah, his power is pretty simple to use. Just queue it up when they're about to go on a loop. Otherwise... and won them. Oh, well, that was a fast save. Let's see who was where. I don't know which Cheryl's which. Wait. You. I'm gonna go for you, because I'm pretty sure the other guy got caged. I don't want to be a filthy tunneler. Make it to where you can't revault. Hold it down. Now we get down one. Now we follow him. What is he gonna do? He's going to try to vault this, so we're going to queue this up early and go ahead and use it. And it didn't work. It's fine, though. I think he was just out of range. So this thing doesn't have a huge range. But you got to try ambitious stuff like that sometimes, because a lot of the time it will work. I was just out of range. Just keep following. That's a boosted landing. Queue it up. And use it. There we go. You could pretty much zone any kind of vault ever. I'm kind of scared of being blinded. We can't turn around because the window's there. There we go. We could hook them in the basement, but we're not going to. We know they were on those two gens. And the last time I checked, that other gen was like close to being done. So it's probably going to be finished here in a few seconds. Cool. Oh, Jesus. I had to react to that. I don't know why you tried to throw the pallet on my face. I don't know where he went. This way, I think. Yeah. Trying some cheeky stuff on me. And just like that, he is going to be down. Somebody's getting the unhook. Pick him up, put him on a hook, and just repeat the process. Right now, nobody has Torment, so unfortunately, we can't really do much right now. You guys should run. I do want to keep spreading Sloppy, though. So instead of going after him, unless he drops down, we're going to go after her to spread Sloppy. Cool, alright. And then there should be one more person right here, I think. Yeah. Let's spread Sloppy to the Fang. Sloppy Butcher is a really, really good slowdown perk. A lot of people underestimate it. We tried to guess, it didn't really work. She went to the right, we guessed left. I wasn't paying attention. Is she still here? Oh, she is. Okay. Force her to vault it. Either she vaults it or she doesn't, and she gets M1. She has no choice. If she runs this again, she dies. That was weird. I don't know if that was lag or what. We didn't get anybody on Infectious Fright. So what we're going to do is we're going to hook her. Because we don't know where anybody else currently is. They're probably on that hook over there. Which means if I send her to a cage, that she would be spawned near them. We're going to, yeah, go after you. That's fine. I don't know how that one missed. I'm running this very improper. That's... Nope. Just out of range. Oh, I forgot this was here. Not gonna lie. That should be blocked when you vault it again. Yeah, I ran this building super improper. Scratch marks are odd. I went this way. I'm only chasing this person because they are literally dead. I think. Cool. Yeah, and that's the final judgment. Get rid of them. And just like that, we got somebody out of the way. Now, I believe they were on this gen. I could be wrong. I'm not gonna bother with this for now. Pop. Cool. I don't know if they're gonna throw the pallet, but I'm not gonna queue my power up quite yet. Now I'll do it. See? Oh, well, it would help if I lunged. And we know you're there, but this guy doesn't have torment, so we can't actually send him to the gulag. We have to chase him like normal. I mean, hook him like normal, sorry. But he's dead, so it's fine. Go ahead and kick this. Somebody screamed. I don't know where they went, though. They were over here, I believe. But that's okay. Well, yeah, just like that. His power is very simple. It's, just hold M2 when going through loops. And if they don't throw the pallet, hit them with the M1. And if they do throw the pallet, hit them with the M2. Hello. I could queue it up to see if he would go for the window, but I wasn't quite ready to take that risk. This one, he has the pallet here. Yeah, he's just dead. He doesn't have nothing. He doesn't have torment, so we have to hook him. Don't know where the last guy... Well, never mind. Now we know where the last guy is. Let's go ahead and bop you right here. I see them. This is a Fang, like, crouching. It's funny. Hopefully they don't get out of my sight because, you know, an urban evader can get pretty far pretty fast. Pop. Gonna go for the save. You won't make it. 100%. Even if you made it, I would have used my rights of, or Judgment of the Damned, or whatever it's called. Just like that, we are out of here. Let's go ahead and final judgment you. And you're done. Alright, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the match and you learned a thing or two. That is pretty much exactly how you play Pyramidhead. All you gotta do is hold your M2 as you're going through pallets. If they throw it, you hit them with Punishment of the Damned. If they don't, you just M1 them. If somebody screams near you, or you know where somebody else is, or they're trying to get a pallet save or a flashlight save, send that bitch to a cage and chase the other guy. And just do that until everybody's dead. And that's how you play Pyramidhead. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Other than that, nothing else to add. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, evening, morning, whatever time it is, wherever you guys live. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the fog. Peace.